Hey everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. So today I'm back with another tutorial of Power BI. So guys, imported few data sets like Excel, and we know how to import data from SQL Server. We know how to import data from websites and how to get data from PDF files. So they are the major, you know, formats through we can get data into Power BI. All right, so now let's get into this deeper. Okay, so what today we're gonna explore, like we have few menu options like home, transform, add column, view, tools, help. So now today we're gonna explore all these options in the home tab. Okay, like from close and apply to the combined files. All right, so these are the AI options, so we're gonna touch them later. Okay, so first of all, what is this is close and apply. So guys, you all know, so first of all I'll tell you that what is the data set. So this is the superstore data set, which is the inbuilt data set in the Power BI. They Microsoft provide this for the practice. Okay, so this is the data set and you already know how to import in this. Okay, so this is the close and apply. So this is basically when you are done with your data cleaning or data transpose or data transformation or data formatting or splitting the data. If you are done with everything and the data is ready to move for development phase, on a dashboard development phase, so you can just click on close and apply and just click that and it will load into the Power View window. So the Power View window is the place where you actually create the dashboards. All right, so let's minimize this, and this is the financial. Okay, so this is the table we have. Okay, so you can create all the dashboards here. So this is a very simple dashboard I have created. Okay, so just go back to the Power Query window, and so as you can see, this is the new source. So new source is basically an option if you want to add one more data source. Okay, so how to do that? So for example, if you want to import Excel workbook, all right, so you can click on that and the new dialog box will open. So you can get that. Okay, so just locate the location where your data is saved and you can open that. All right, so that's how it is. So what is the recent data source? So recent data sources basically what are the previous data sources we had. Okay, for example, yesterday we imported data, this data set. Okay, this is the power PDF file which we have had imported. Okay, so now what we want to again import this data. So rather than going this process like go to new source and again locate the PDF option, just go to the recent source and click this raw data PDF and it will automatically update in this. Okay, so you can select which data file you want and you can do that. Okay, so for example, I want all these files and just click OK and it will be load into your Power BI query editor and you can create the dashboard. All right, so this is how it works. And so what is the enter data? So I have already told you. So if you want to create like a small table, supporting table, so you can do that. For example, if we have a data like we have this one, so we have the data this and I have this data and I want to paste into this enter data. So you can, this works as well. Okay, so you can create this and like table 1. All right, so you have created this dummy table and it will be in the Power Query editor. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, so that's how it is. And basically it's a very good function, it's a very good option for you. So you can create a many mini small tables and you can create supporting tables, so you can do many of things. All right, so and what is this? This is data source settings. For example, if you have any data like which is stored in this location, and if you want to change the source, like you are working on your data set and you are working on your project and someone came and changed the location, so it will be very tedious to locate the actual data set. So for example, the location is this and someone changed it to drive D, so that will be a great problem for us. So you can go to change source and in the change source option, so you can save this file to another location wherever you want. Okay, all right, so that's how it is. All right, so you can give the permissions here, and this is a search data source setting, so you can give the permissions, and you can manage all the permissions here. All right, and this is used to refresh the data, like if you want to get the updated data, real-time data, so you can click on this. All right, for example, if this data set we have and we want to refresh this data, so you just click the on this button and it will get automatically refresh. Okay, so the refresh preview will have the option, like it will give you the preview of refresh. Okay, so it will refresh this current sheet. Okay, so refresh all will give you all the refreshment of all these data sets. All right, whichever we have uploaded in this. Okay, and what is the properties? Property is the name of this dataset file we have, and you can give any description, like the financial dataset we have. This is the file in which all the financial details of the company. All right, like what are the order status, what is the total value, total sales, total countries, so everything we have in this file. All right, so what is advanced editor? So basically the advanced editor is used to write functions. If you know the M query, if you have heard about the M query is a language used in the Power BI, which is used to write functions, formulas, everything. So it's an advanced concepts which we gonna touch later on. Okay, so advanced editor. What is the manage? So manage is basically if you want to delete this file, so what you can do here is just go to manage and delete. Okay, if you want to delete the financials, so just delete it. Okay, so and what is the duplicate? If you want to create a separate copy of this file, so you can create a duplicate. Okay, so the financial 4 is the copy of the duplicate copy of this financial 3 file. Okay, so and what is the reference? So reference is basically create a reference file for this file. Okay, for example, I want to create a financial force reference copy. Okay, so just click the reference and it will create a reference. So what is the difference between the duplicate and the reference? So let me give you an example. So for example, the reference file of the financial 4 is the financial 5. Okay, for example, if I'm changing something into this COUNTRY, I have type this country in a proper capital letters. Okay, so this is the format of the country. Okay, so the reference files is also updated with the same format. All right, so that's the difference of reference and the duplicate. But if I'll create the duplicate of this, it will not gonna update like this. Okay, so if I'll do some changes in the country, so this is the same reference, but the reference would be because this is duplicate file, so duplicate file not gonna update it, but the reference file would be updated. Okay, so that's how it is. All right, so what is the choose column? So guys, choose column is basically if you want to have select some columns in a data set, like we have many columns in this and we want to select few columns. So choose column would be like how many columns you want to select in your new file. Like you don't want all the columns to be included in your file. So like I want to add country, product, units sold, sale price, that's it. I want to get all the 4 columns. Okay, so just click OK, so you will get all the 4 columns in this file. Okay, so this is the file we have. Okay, with 4 columns we have. All right, and go to columns mean, so you want to go to units sold, so you can do like this as well, or you can do by this. Like if you have so many columns in your data set and it's very difficult for you to locate which column I want to go, so then it will be very beneficial for you, because now we have a very small data set and it will be very easy for us. Like we have 4 columns in our data set and I want to go to column 1, so we can go very easily. But if we have like hundreds of columns in our data set and we want to check where we want to go, so this will be very easy for us. Okay, so it's a very great option when the data set is too large. All right, and this is the remove column. If you want to remove columns, so you can do that. All right, so like remove columns, you can remove this column. If you want to remove product column, you can remove this column. Okay, and remove other columns, like I have this one. Okay, like I have So I have selected these four columns, okay, and I want to remove other columns which are not selected, so it will remove the other columns. All right, so that's how it works. So remove other columns basically means whatever columns we have selected, it will be remain as it is, and the other columns will be removed. All right. So what is the keep rows? The keep rows means like we have the these four rows. We have the first row, second row, third row. We have almost more than 100 of rows. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to keep top row. Okay, so like keep top rows. Okay, so how many rows you want to keep? I want to keep 10 rows. I want to keep 10 rows, so it will give me the 10 rows. Okay, all right. And the keep bottom rows, so that means I want to keep the lowest 10 rows. Look, it will count from the bottom. So keep, I want to have 10 bottom rows, so it will give you the from 10 rows from the bottom. All right. And the keep range of rows, like how many rows you want. So I want 3 rows, 3 to 7. First row is 3, and the last row would be, and the number of rows would be 5. All right. So 1 from 3 to 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that's how it is. All right. And remove rows, same as like we have keep rows. So remove top rows, remove bottom rows, and remove alternate rows. Like we have some pattern. We have I want this to remove this value, I want to remove this value, I want to remove this value. So let me give you an example for this. So first row to remove, I want to remove first row, and number of rows to remove, I want to remove like 10 rows. Okay, and number of rows to keep, I want to keep 10 rows. Like I want to remove first row, and I want to remove 10 rows. Like just click OK. All right. So whatever the values we have done this with the help of this keep remove alternate rows. So they have removed the alternate rows we have. Okay, so like if you want to remove the duplicates, like you can see there are few duplicate values in this column. Like okay, so let's remove those duplicates values and we'll get the unique values. All right, so we have the unique values: Abhishek Kumar, Ashok Kumar, Praveen Kumar, Varun Kumar. So if we remove this, so earlier we had a few values which are like multiple mixed of values, like we have multiple duplicate values. Now we have removed the duplicate values. All right. And the remove blank row, so whatever you have values which not contain any value, so they would be blank, so you can remove the blank rows as well. All right, so I don't think so we have any blank value in our data set. So all right. And the remove errors, whatever you have errors, those columns or those rows who have errors, so you can remove those errors, and it will remove all the rows who have the errors. All right. So, and as you can see, this is the sale state we have. Okay, so if you want to split the column by, as you can see, this is the date, month, and year, and you want to split the column with a month, date, and year, so you can do that. Okay, by the delimiter, by the number of character, by the position. For example, by the delimiter is like the dash between the dates, and by the number of characters, like you want to remove you want to split first two characters. Like as you can see, the first two characters is the date, so you just tell to the Power BI, just hey Power BI, just remove first two characters, just split first two characters from the column. Okay, so it will create a first two character in a separate column and the rest of the values in a separate column. So let's do this by this option. Okay, so by the number of characters. Okay, so I want to get split by the two characters. Okay, so just click OK. All right, so this is the sales rate we have. Okay, so sales stat is 0 and the -5 and the 20. Okay, so it will give you the every two characters have a separate value. Like we had 14th of May and 2020. Okay, so it has created a separate column for every two values. Okay, so like remove this and remove this. Okay, so 14th, -5 and 2020. So if you want to buy this delimiter, you can do that. So this is the split option we have. And okay, so 14, 5th May and year. Okay, so what we can do here is we can just double click and date, month, and year. So That's how we can create the date column and separate date, month, year columns from the date column. Okay, all right. So now what we have, this value, the financials table we have. Okay, and this is the group by. Okay, so what is the group by? Basically in SQL, you must have listened the group by column. So it will create an aggregated value for you. For example, like total sales, we're gonna check. Okay, operation sum, and the column is sales. Okay, total sale would be by the government, by the segment. Okay, and if you want to change from the country, so you can check by the country. Okay, so it will create a new column for you, total sales. Okay, and if you want to total sales by product, so you can do that as well. So total sales by the product. Okay, so what are the product we have? These are the products, and it will give you the total sales in a new column which is named total sales. So let's do that. All right, so the data type we have, like this is the data type decimal number. If you want to create in a whole number, so you can do that. So this is the whole number, so you can change the data type from any data type to any data type. All right, so the whole number, percentage, date, time, duration, text. So this is the data type we have. If you want to check which data type is this, so this is the text. All right, all right. And the replace values, for example, what we have this thing in is United States of America we have. Okay, so I want to change it to the USA. All right, all right, so let me give you an example of this. Let me close and apply the new add data source. Let me add one more time the data source we have. Okay, let me add the Excel and FDI. Okay, so let me give you the something from the other data sets as well. Okay, so this is the fresh data set we have, which is the FDI. Okay, so now what we're gonna do here is I want to replace some values. Okay, like it works as a into like in Excel. If you want to replace some value from something, like what we have, uh, so we have the electronics. Okay, so I want to replace with the ELC. Okay, electronics replace with ELEC. Okay, so this is the ELC. Okay, so wherever we have electronics, it will act as a ELC. All right, so let's undo this. Okay, so that's how very simple function replace, so it will work like this. All right, so this is the merge query we have. So as we already know, so you can check my previous videos how we have demonstrated the merge queries. Okay, and these are the append queries we have, like I mean the append queries. If we want to use the other append queries, so you can check my previous video, part 1 and part 2, in the data import section. I have demonstrated all these, how to append the queries to the other file. Like we have multiple files in the section, and we want to create a new file, so you can do that. For example, we have these file, page 1 2 3 4 5, so you can check with the help of that. Okay, and let me give you an overview of this again. So append query, like we have 3 or more files, and page 1 already there, page 5 is already there, then 1 2 3 4. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Okay, and it has created a new file. Okay, so why it is null? So we have few null values. So what we can do here is we can unselect the null, and we'll get all the values. Okay, so that's how you can append the queries. So what is a merge query basically? So merge query is basically you can merge. We have a joins in SQL Server, and we have two files, like the one is sales and the one is department. So the sales file contain the department column, and the department file contain the department value. So you can join both the files with the help of common column. All right, so that's how you can. So you can check my previous videos, so you can get the idea how merge queries is work. Okay, and combine file is also the same like the append queries. Okay, so you can combine multiple files. Just to tell you, so what is the manage parameters? Okay, so let me give you an example for this. So I mean, these are the few values we have, like the sectors we have. Okay, so the parameter, the functionality of the parameter is you can create a parameter and it will work, you can as a filter. Okay, so it will be work like as a filter in your dashboards. For example, if you want to check the data of metallurgical industries and you select the mining, so it will give you the values of all the mining details. And if we'll select from the to the power, so it will give you all the details of the power. Okay, so how can we do that? So new parameter. Okay, so the parameter would be sector, and what is the value we have? Any value, list of values, what kind of values we're going to use, and the values should be the same. Okay, whatever the values we have in the sector section, sector column, the values should be same. Mining and power and PORTS, ports, and electronics, ELECTRONICS. Okay, electronics. So initially I have added 4 values. Okay, and let me add one more. Tally, everything should be same, like the format. If it is a very case sensitive, if we'll put the values in the small case, so it will not gonna take it. Okay, telecommunications, the default value is nothing, and the current value would be the mining. All right, so the default value would be, if we have not selected any value, so the default value would be the mining. Okay, so the mining would be there, the current value would be the mining there. Okay, all right, sector. All right, so this is the FDI case study, and we have created a parameter here. Okay, so what we can do here is we can do the filter. So I want to apply this parameter into my filter. Text filter equals, go to text filter and go to equals. Okay, so just go to equals, and what we can do here is you can select the parameter and not parameter the country. This is the sector we want. Okay, so I want to apply my parameter into the filter of the sector values. Okay, so click OK. All right, so now we have selected the mining. Okay, so now let's go to the manage and manage parameter. I want to manage the parameter and like Germany, so it will give you sorry, I have selected the wrong parameter, sector. Okay, so it will, I will select the power, so it will give me the values of power. Okay, so let me close and apply, and it will I'll show you the demonstration in the dashboard. Okay, it's gonna loading. Okay, and this is the FDI. Okay, so FDI and the FDI, so we have selected the mining. Okay, so now what we can do here is recent data source and transform data, edit parameters. Okay, so what I want to change from mining to power. Okay, so you can, it will change from mining to power. Okay, apply changes, it will have as a power. Okay, so like this. Okay, so this is the values we have, and let me select all the values, because in our data set we have only sector and the year wise values. Okay, so that's why it is showing like this. All right, so and if we want to check for the some other sector like electronics, so the value would be change. Okay, so that's how you can use the parameter options in the Power BI. All right, so that's all guys, and if you have any queries you can ask me in the comment section. And we have almost explored all the options in the home tab, and the few left we'll gonna catch into the later sections. All right, so in tomorrow's video we're gonna use the transform, and we're gonna explore deeply these each and every options. Okay, so thank you so much guys for your time, and if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel.